The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, O Lord.
At that time, Jesus exclaimed, I give praise to you, Father, Lord of heaven and earth. For although you have hidden these things from the wise and the learned, you have revealed them to the childlike. Yes, Father, such has been your gracious will. All things have been handed over to me by my Father. No one knows the Son except the Father, and no one knows the Father except the Son, and anyone to whom the Son wishes to reveal him. The Gospel of the Lord. Moses encountering the famous story of that burning bush. This event here, described in the first reading, it changed our world. It changed everything. Because this encounter with Moses on Mount Sinai with the burning bush, what that revealed to humanity for the first time, because eventually when we continue the readings, and Moses will ask in this conversation, God, what is your name? And in that famous saying, God reveals in that cryptic response, I am who am. And that phrase that I am who am was telling and would unfold over the next couple thousand years, the implication of that statement. I am who am. In other words, I am not one of your puny gods that humanity makes up. Again, remember, we're in the context of polytheism here. I'm not one of your puny gods that you built your temples for. And I am, and this is the key point, I am outside of the universe. That idea that God is outside of the creative order has never dawned on any human mind in entire human history. If you look at all the creation narratives of humanity, it presumes that God was just part of the universe. Never before, the idea that God was outside of space, outside of time, and He creates. This idea would be the foundation of the scientific method, the foundation of the universities. By the way, it's always a fun fact, always great to share at cocktail parties and at dinner parties. Who created the scientific method? We did. Who created the university system? We did. Again, why? Because again, it's taking that idea that God is outside of the universe, that He's imbued reason and rationality into the very fabric of the cosmos. Therefore, my mind can learn these laws and the creative design of the entire universe. All that implication, again, is the foundation for why we exist today as in Western civilization. Oh, that key idea. Again, why am I sharing this? Because here's the key, now relating to the gospel today. This God who created this magnificent universe we're a part of, in all its intricacies, wants to have a relationship with us. It is mind-boggling if you think about that. Look how tiny we are. Look how tiny and insignificant. We are a speck of dust, if you think about it. Most of us will live, it says, the average age for an American is 76 years old. Compare that to billions of years in the universe. We are nothing. And yet we are everything. Because this God of the universe has imbued within every single one of us a share in the Trinity. Now I'm leaps and forward from Moses on Mount Sinai to what Christ would now reveal. And it is this Jesus who, in the beautiful last line, It says, no one knows the Son except the Father, and no one knows the Father except the Son, and to anyone whom the Son wishes reveal to him. So what Jesus wants for us is intimate union and knowledge of this very God who created everything. That's what that's what Christ, why he comes to earth, to draw us back into the Holy Trinity. Now with that in mind, now do you see why I'm always railing about how people who only love money, power, honor, and pleasure, and we all do this, by the way. Do you see how far that is compared to what God has revealed to us? How the vast majority of humanity settle for nothing. $1 billion, a mansion, a nice fancy car, who cares? All of that goes away. And what Christ wants, the desire for us is more, infinitely more than those silly things that the world is always fighting for. It is intimacy with the God of the universe who wants to draw us to himself. And that is why he says, and I'll end here. I know I'm too excited for the morning time. I had a lot of coffee this morning, so I apologize. Listen to Jesus. I give you praise, Father, Lord of heaven and earth. For although you have hidden these things from the wise and the learned, see all the big shots of the world with their fancy stuff. He says, no, you have revealed them to the childlike.